Hi Capricorn, welcome to LettiSpeaks. And if you are new here, welcome. I hope you find a sense of comfort and love here on the channel with us. And feel free to like, share, comment, even subscribe if you feel led. If you find yourself subscribing, make sure that you hit the bell so that you're notified in case I post new content or if I go live. Welcome. If you are returning, hey my Capricorns, how you doing? So today we're going to delve right in. I don't want to be long on here. We are looking at what dragon you are slaying currently. And of course you're returning, but please like, share, comment. It does help to spread the message in case someone else might need to hear this message. That would help getting the message across. Okay, let's get started. So the first card that I pulled for you, Capricorn, is Inner Trust. So part of what it is that you are overcoming and conquering right now, I feel like could have a lot to do with looking deep within and accepting what it is that you find. Not only accepting that, but understanding it and trusting it. Inner trust is talking about you being able to connect on a deep level with who you are behind, the scenes, who you are at the deepest level of your authenticity, and accepting that, not only accepting it, but trusting it, understanding that there's nothing more trustworthy than you being able to follow and be guided by your inner self. And I feel like this feels a lot like, as we'll see later on, I did pull out everything, all the cards prior, just for the sake of time. It feels a lot like High Priestess energy to me. Like there's something very sacred about who you are and what you hold. There's a deep level of connection and knowing happening on the inside of you, and it's coming to the understanding. Many of you are learning to really trust that and accept that, and connect with yourself on such a deep level where there's nothing that can come between, this trust that you have within yourself. Also, I feel like there's the understanding and accepting your level of authority. Like for who I'm talking about, who I'm tapping into right now, you carry power. You carry power. The type of power that others follow, others look up to, the type of power that gives you a level of authority to kind of make decisions that doesn't necessarily seem popular or favorable to those involved, but it's a level of authority where you're able to actually govern and make major decisions as it pertains to those around you or those that are following you. And there's like a higher sense of knowing that you carry, and the decisions that you make don't always seem favorable, but it's coming from a place of knowing. It's coming from a place of experience, and from a place of equippedness, right? I feel like you're someone who is very detail oriented. You like to have things very much in order, right? And so though it doesn't always seem like the decisions that you make are in favor of those around you, but it is, because you're making those decisions from a higher level of what it is that you know. And I feel like there's this change that's happening. And sometimes you may, in fact, doubt that about yourself because other people don't really see from the angle or the level that you see at. But that's what this is all about. One of the things that you're conquering right now, the dragon that you're slaying, is trusting that about yourself, trusting your authenticity, trusting your authority, trusting your inner knowing, right? Because you've been placed in positions of power and of leadership as it pertains to those that are in your life for a reason. It's for a reason, because you hold a level of responsibility that way. And I feel like you've proven yourself. I do feel like there is still coming into the fullness of who that is. And so there's this dying to that old way of thinking, old mindsets that you could struggle with, that keep you playing small, that keep you second guessing or doubting when it comes to certain things or certain people. But I feel like that's dying. That's something that you're transitioning out of. That's one of those dragons that you're actually slaying and leaving behind. And as you move into this new mindset, this new place of being, of really being one and trusting yourself on a deeper level, it's being open to what it is that you're seeing, what it is that you're learning about yourself, and the discoveries that you're making about yourself. And it's being willing to learn and step out there and do it. Right? If you learn that there is a quality that you didn't know you had, okay, now we know. Now let's implement that. Let's step out and use that, right? And hone in and even go so far as to be open to invite in experiences that will perfect that, because that's going to add on to this growing belief in yourself and this growing trust that you're stepping into right now. This is not the time to hold back. This is not the time to play small. This is the time to go for it, to go for the gold. The other oracle card that I have for you, Capricorn, is Hold Your Center, which, interestingly, this is like the leading from this place of really trusting yourself and not doubting or second guessing, just really honing in and trusting what it is that you're feeling, what it is that you're sensing. Holding your center actually takes it a step further and actually looks at how it is that you are interacting with the things and the people around you. Now that you're stepping into this solidity within yourself, it's definitely going to change, the connections that you have and how you relate to things outside of yourself. Holding your center means no longer bending backwards at your own expense, no longer feeling like you have to say yes to things when your heart is screaming no. We don't have the capacity to do that. Holding your center means once we get to that place where we are sure and trusting of what it is that we're stepping into now it's allowing everything to kind of shift around you to match that energy, to match that frequency, now that we have switched over, and not feeling like you have to apologize. It's standing in that stead unapologetically, right? Sometimes you have to let things just dwindle away. When things are burning down, sometimes you have to let it burn down with the understanding that there's something else coming along the way that's going to be much, much better. It's going to be a better fit, right? That's going to resurrect something that's more aligned with who you are, where you don't have to bend backwards. words, where you don't have to apologize for, standing in your authenticity or choosing yourself. Holding your center. That means standing in your power, Capricorn. Unapologetically. And there's two different sides of this, because I feel like I was saying, I felt a heavy sense of high priestess energy. There's two different sides to the high priestess that's coming out for me in this reading for you. One is this very tapped in, I'm gonna have to pull out the book on this because this is very interesting. I'm feeling both sides of the high priestess here. And so the high priestess is someone who holds keys, like there's keys to the kingdom. It's like the match to the Hierophant, right? She holds keys to many doors, and she has a very wide range of experience, a book of wisdom that life has afforded her. And this is what she allows to guide her in her approach to life, right? And also in her approach with her connections, not only with herself, but with the divine, with others. And there's a vast amount of wisdom that she carries. She's been associated with identities such as like Egyptian goddesses, Isis, the Visconti family, going into different sects of religion as well. And so also the Roman Sibyl, like one of the first high priestesses or prophetesses, excuse me. And so it's a big deal. This energy is actually very ancient, and it's tapped in. It has a direct connect with source. There's nothing hidden from the high priestess. And so on one side, the energy coming in is this feminine wisdom. On the light side of this, mysteries being revealed through her, to her, as she approached sensitive topics around life. But she's not necessarily gentle. She is a force to be reckoned with. Her power is undoubted. Her strength is of the deepest and most profound, right? In some ways, men are very intimidated by her, and they flee from her because they're unable to deal with the strength that she carries and the purity that outweighs her intellectual pursuits, right? And there's this strong, powerful, feminine energy that wisdom just pours out of. And it could be a little bit overwhelming for people. And this is what she uses, right? It's this feminine energy, outpouring of wisdom that governs this influence that she carries wherever she goes on the light side. Now, on the shadow side, right, there's this subtle wisdom that's deeply sensitive, and there's like all of this wisdom flowing within her. But on the shadow side, there is some type of block that doesn't allow her to act on that wisdom, right? So there's a level of wisdom that she knows and she carries, but it's stagnant on the shadow side. And the wisdom sometimes can be used on her shadow side to actually, in a selfish way, in a prideful way, that would actually intentionally lead people astray and lead them into that very boastful energy as well. On the shadow side, this high priestess represents passions, unrestrained, right? Passions just out of control, just consuming everything that it comes into contact with. Now, This also shows up with the High Priestess as nagging, insensitive, talk without purpose, and again, the intention to purposefully try to lead people astray. And so as you see, there's two different aspects of this High Priestess. And so one of the things could be just trying to really hone in and utilize this power that you have, because I'm definitely feeling it. Lots of High Priestess energy. And one thing that I always say, when it comes to power, is there is a responsibility behind that power, and there is an intention behind that power being given, whatever that is. In this case, it is there's this level of connection that I'm feeling really heavy in this reading for whoever this is resonating with. And part of your struggle, part of what you're slaying right now, is staying in tune with yourself and actually directing and wielding your power wisely. Wielding your power wisely. That's what you are slaying right now. And I feel like Spirit is definitely bringing this up because it's relevant, it's important, it has everything to do with your future and how things turn out. One of the things that Spirit is also bringing up is that we have free will. Just because we have the ability to do something, or we've been given a certain level of ability to do something, that doesn't always mean that we choose the right thing. We have free will. And so Spirit is bringing that up here, right? Yes, we've all been given things. We've been given gifts. We've been given a level of opportunity that not everybody is born with. Some of us are born with silver spoons in our mouths. And, it's just a very nice setup from birth. Not everybody is afforded that. Some of us are born with this natural ability to connect, with spirits and with the other side of the veil. Not everybody is afforded that. Whatever that is for you, Capricorn, Spirit is bringing up the issue around responsibility of that thing. You're here to shine a light into the world, right? You're like a lighthouse for others. And you don't need permission to shine that light. That's for somebody. The sun gets up and shines every day, most days. There's no asking for permission. It just rises and shines. That's you, Capricorn. Now, through this process, your soul has learned to be open and to receive guidance. I really do feel like this is spiritual for many of you. And you've been guided to be open and receive a level of direction and guidance, right? And so let's find out, is there any more direction or guidance you want to offer to Capricorn? Any advice, anything else Capricorn needs to know as they're slaying this dragon around their inner trust and holding their center? Being unapologetic and absolutely divinely stepping into your power and wielding your power wisely. Anything else for Capricorn? I think we're making good time and we'll end it here. Anything else for Capricorn? Okay. Ooh, lots of cards. So we have the Seven of Cups, and the Two of Swords. Right? Choices. Twos are choices. Seven of Cups is obviously choices, right? Not all of the choices are going to be for you. Not all of them are going to lead to where it is that you want to be. And so choose wisely, Capricorn. There could definitely be specific choices that you're dealing with right now or coming up shortly here, the next 7 days, 7 weeks. Could be in the next 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months. But there's some specific choices that you're going to make that's going to have a severe ramifications. And those could be good. They could be not so good depending on what you choose. But responsibility is what is honing, is being drilled in here. We have the Five of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and the Chariot. I feel like this is all about moving forward. The Six of Swords, moving to calmer ground, moving to more aligned places where you will find peace. The Chariot is empowerment, moving with power. Not only will you be moving, but you'll be pulling people with you. People will be watching you make this transition and stand in your power and move from this very, what can I call it? Not idle, but neutral. I'm going to say neutral, moving from this very neutral energy or position to actually standing in your power. The Chariot, they're going to see that. They're going to be inspired by that. You're going to pull people with you as you make this transition, right? From not feeling like you're possibly, able to stand in your truth and your power, or to even gain higher ground than where you are now. Well, believe me when I say there is more. There is higher. Spirit is saying that today. Possibly even looking at others and comparing yourself. There is no comparison. There is only one you. Your lessons, your giftings, your privileges are different than anybody else's, so there's no comparison. It's moving from that energy that would cause you to not really fully trust in yourself to understanding and knowing without a shadow of a doubt, listen, we doing this, we here for it, okay? And so Spirit is saying move forward from that stagnant energy. Anything that represents you not trusting and believing that you are able to move forward in the way that you feel called, in the way that you visualize for yourself, in a way that's going to bring in a more level of feeling fulfilled in life. There is more. I hear Spirit saying that several times. There's more. There's more to this than what you've seen so far, okay? And so you are slaying that dragon, Capricorn. Yes, 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 yes. And so that is for you. Thank you so much, my Capricorns. You are amazing, and I love reading for you all. And so until next time, my name is LettiSpeaks. Thank you for stopping by. I hope something was said to encourage you and to open you up to see your potential. That's what this is about. Thank you. Like, share, comment. If you're new and you have not subscribed, please do so. Hit the bell, okay? If you're looking for a personal reading, go down to my description box, hit the link, and schedule with me. Until next time, my Capricorns, take care of yourself. And know there is more. There's more. Bye.